Yeah, so hello guys, again welcome to our YouTube channel, and we are very happy today because we have had this request for this video for a very long time, and today ultimately we have got an opportunity to prepare a video for you, and we are going to discuss about the profitability of online taxi businesses. So I know most people have wanted to invest in buying a small car like the one I'm displaying in front of my screen right now, and maybe thinking of hiring a driver to operate these or driving it themselves, and wondering how much money can they make. You see, in the wake of increased fuel prices in a town like Nairobi, where traffic is the order of the day, with the reality that Bolt gives a lot of bonuses or discounts to their passengers, and Uber collects a lot of commission from drivers. So these questions, I'm going to answer all of them to you today. So please guys, watch this video. I have prepared just 3 slides, and I hope I will put this into the limelight, and at the end of this video you will be able to make a decision on whether to invest or not into the online taxi business. So this is nothing else but facts. I have picked this using my own business case, and all these numbers I have taken them from a real life example. So let us hit the road. So guys, as I have shown you in the previous slide, the taxi car that we are going to use in this study is Nissan March 2014 model. And those guys, if you know about cars, you know Nissan March from 2012 up to 2022, but in Kenya we are still in the 2014 model. There is not much big difference. So it has an engine capacity of 1200 cc, and its average fuel consumption per liter of fuel is 17 kilometers. So if I put 17 kilometers here, it is the average, okay, after traveling, let's say 1,000 kilometers. This, you should take it very carefully, because it is not the fluctuation as you drive. This is the average, fixed average fuel consumption after you have driven that car, let's say until the next service. After you drive it for like 5,000 kilometers, it will read 17 kilometers per liter. Then something else you need also to know is that fuel cost in Kenya, the numbers we are going to use here is using 145 shillings per liter. Then if this is how this car consumes, let's say 17 kilometers with 1 liter, so it means that it will cost you 8.5 shillings to drive 1 kilometer. I hope that is clear. If 1 liter can take you for 17 kilometers, it means that you use 8 shillings to drive 1 kilometer. And so that our example becomes more realistic, we are going to do this study based on a 10-kilometer trip. Okay, we are going to see how much will Uber charge for a 10-kilometer trip, how much will Bolt charge, how much commission do they take, and how much does a driver keep. And then from that analysis as well, we're gonna study, you know, most Uber drivers, they fuel their car with 1,000 Kenya shillings. So if you put that 1,000 Kenya shillings, how much money do you expect to make? So here we have said it will cost you 8 shillings to travel 1 kilometer. So then, with simple mathematics there, it tells you that it will cost you 85 shillings to travel 10 kilometers. That makes sense, isn't it? Then, if you fuel your car with 1,000 Kenya shillings, if you do the maths, I have done this for you. If you do that maths, it means that that car will take you for 115 kilometers if you put fuel of 1,000. So please have these numbers at the back of your head, because we are now going to do the financial analysis. And when you hire a driver, please don't allow that driver to tell you, oh, Uber pays less, or Bolt gives discounts, or fuel is high. Until you know these numbers, that is the only time you can have a conversation with your driver or with yourself as to how much this car will give you. So let's do this, guys. So this is my conclusion before I show you. So how much can you make driving Uber and Bolt in Kenya? You can make a net of Kenya shillings 3,000 if you fuel your car with 1,000. Okay? So this is for people who are not from Kenya, at least to have an idea of how much USD is equal to 1 Kenya shillings. So what I'm saying here is that, guys, if you fuel your Nissan March with 1,000 Kenya shillings, you will pocket 3,000. And by pocketing, I mean net. This means you have already paid back commission to the online app providers, and you have also paid back your 1,000 fuel. So meaning that you will have collected in excess of 3,000 Kenya shillings. So, and that is how much I'm going to show you in the next slide. So, put in mind what we have mentioned about Nissan March. Okay, it consumes 17 kilometers per liter, and also the price of fuel and how much it will cost you with Nissan March to travel 1 kilometer, and how much it will cost you to travel 10 kilometers, and how many kilometers will the fuel of 1,000 give you, which is 115. So let us get back into this mathematics. So from here upwards, okay, we are discussing Uber here hapa juu. So I know most of you have ever booked a ride with Uber, and you have a rough idea of how much you should pay as a passenger for a 10 kilometers ride. And this, I took this from an Uber driver account. So when you drive 10 kilometers, the passenger will pay 490 Kenya shillings. Uber will take a commission of 137, which is mostly equivalent to 28%, because Uber takes 25% plus a 3% tax. So they take commission of 25 plus 3% tax. So that's why you see this is slightly over 25%. So Uber, if you drive 10 kilometers, the driver will pocket 352 kilometers. Okay? So if 10 kilometers ride will give you 352. You remember the cross multiplication we did in primary school? If you drive for 10 kilometers, you will pocket 352 Kenya shillings. That is gross. No, that is net. We are talking of net. So come here. If you fuel your car with 1,000 Kenya shillings, we said it will give you a distance of 115 kilometers. Okay? So the same. It means if you drive that 115 kilometers at this rate of 490 shillings per 10 kilometers, it means, remember this, it's at the rate of 352 net. So it will give you 4,120 Kenya shillings. I hope that is clear. So if you want to see how much the 115 kilometers will give you before tax and before commission, what you just need to do is to take 115, you multiply by 490, you divide by 10, and it will give you a gross figure that I did not include here. But if you want to know your net figure, you will take 115 kilometers, you multiply by 352, you divide by 10, and it will give you around 4,120. So if you remove the 1,000 of fuel from here, it gives you have your 3,000 net. And mind you, most drivers put fuel of, let's say, 2,000 shillings per day if you are a busy driver working like 10 hours per day. So it means your net profit, the more fuel you use here efficiently, the more profit you make. So if you fuel your car with 2,000 Kenya shillings, you might go home with 6,000 net if you remove the 2,000 of fuel. So I hope that one is clear. Let us also discuss about Bolt. Bolt is slightly cheaper than Uber, as you all know. So if you travel 10 kilometers with Bolt, the passenger will pay 380, and then the commission that they will take is exactly 20%, which is 76 shillings. And you, as the driver, you will keep 304 Kenya shillings. Okay, so the same mathematics here. If 10 kilometers gives you a net of 304, so how much net will a distance of 115 kilometers give you? Okay, so it will give you a net of 3,496 Kenya shillings. So if you remove the 1,000 Kenya shillings here, you have a net of 2,496 without fuel. So that's how you do it. And I'm telling you, most drivers never do 1,000 fuel per day. They do 2,000, 3,000. So the more of the fuel you consume, the more your net income will be. Okay, so one thing that might reduce your profitability is what we call the dead miles. So you know, this charge does not include the distance that the driver travels to pick the client. So in most instances, on average per customer, you will waste 1 or 2 kilometers depending on the pick and drop position. And also it depends also with the tricks and games of some of the passengers who put a kilometer nearer, while they will expect you to take them a 1 kilometer further from the distance indicated. So at the end of the day, you might have some dead miles that will reduce your profitability, but in essence, this is how it works. If you put an amount of 1,000 into fuel, with Nissan Match, it will give you very long distance. Okay, and I'm telling you, Uber will compensate you. You know, most people think that Uber and and Bolt should be easy job. No, you have to travel to make money. You have to get tired. You have to sweat. You have to really put your best foot forward to make a few coins. But the 300 shillings you are seeing here, if you make several 15 trips to 20 trips per day, my friend, you get a lot of money. So that is what I wanted to show you guys, and I hope you learned something. In case of anything, just reach to me via the text and we discuss.